What is a stereotype? Stereotype summed up is you making your own assumption off of the information that you were given. What is emotion? Emotion is the reactive way of us showing how we feel. Based off of the list of the transplant recipients, I pretty much stereotyped all of them to give me my top 4. And I just based that off of the information that they gave me. So on the list, the first thing I looked at was the age of all the recipients, and I found the 2 youngest ones. And so I based my number 1 spot off of the youngest person, which was 11 years old. So one of the main things that stuck out to me in Morris's little part that they gave me was at the end it said that she has had a kidney transplant in the past, but it failed. But based off of my opinion, since she's so young, she's 11 years old, her body could have a potential another chance to take another kidney. So I feel like she should have a second chance since she's so young. My second spot goes to Laura because she is 12 years old. The information that I was given for her was pretty much just based on her IQ level and like her parents' job history, which really doesn't sway my opinion any sort of way. I chose her because of her age. I don't think the level of your smartness or anything should determine whether you should live or not. My third spot for the recipients was Baha. My fourth spot would go to Baha. The information that I was given for her was pretty much just based on her children and the father of the children, which is not in the picture. So I pretty much just based my stereotype off of the fact that if she doesn't get this transplant, where are her kids gonna go? The way that it was seeming was that she was all her kids had. So if she doesn't get this transplant and she passes away and the father's nowhere to be found, they'll probably just end up in foster care, which is really sad. And I didn't want that to happen. So she went in my third choice. For my fourth and final spot, I chose Jeffrey. Now, he's not the next youngest person, but there was a couple of things, if I'm looking at age, that made me skip over a couple of people. Somebody that I skipped over who was younger than Jeffrey was Maria. She was 39, and I skipped over her because she is working on her visa. So let's just say that she ended up maybe getting on the list for the transplant, and then she could end up being deported and not receiving that visa, which could maybe possibly take the chance away from somebody else, especially if like the kidney only has a certain amount of time. So I did overpass her. Also skipped over Walker. I really wasn't given any information from why he should receive the kidney transplant other than he doesn't work and he really doesn't do anything, so I don't really have much to base my opinion off of other than the fact that he's the next youngest. But I wasn't really given enough to like give me an opinion on whether he should get it or not, so I just skipped over that one. So Jeffrey did get my fourth spot. He really just let me know that he's married. Him and his wife both work and their kids are in school, and that's really all I was given. But based on the reasons that I listed before were why I skipped over the other people and then gave it to him. So some of the responses that I was given really showed emotion, like the woman that was explaining that her kids were all she had, so that definitely swayed my opinion a certain way. But then the people that kind of just said, oh, I'm divorced or I'm married, I don't work, I do work, and that's it, that really doesn't make you feel emotion. So like emotion is definitely something that swayed my opinion a certain way.